umano'y gentleman's agreement kaugnay sa Ayungin Shoal at ang estado ng kanyang relasyon kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Yan ang ulat ni Kenneth Paciente.
Ang pakikipag-ugnayan ng kasalukuyang administrasyon sa mga dating opisyal sa ilalim ng administrasyon ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte para alamin ang detalye sa nangyari umanong secret agreement sa pagitan ng dating administrasyon at Chinese government kaugnay sa issue sa South China Sea. Ayon sa Pangulo, naniniwala siyang mayroong kasunduang nangyari dahil makailang ulit na rin itong iginigiit ng China. Pero ang hindi niya maintindihan ay kung bakit pasikreto itong ginawa.
What's contained in that secret agreement? What did we agree to? And why did we agree to that? What exactly is it that we compromised? Number two. Number three, and this is a critical question, why did you keep it secret? Why is there not one single document that contains that agreement? Why is there not one shred of evidence that can show that this agreement exists? Why, when the transition period between the previous administration to this administration, did no one mention a secret agreement?
Ayon pa sa Pangulo, masyado pang maaga para sabihin na may liability nga si dating Pangulong Duterte sa naturang issue. Lalo't wala naman anyang dokumentong maipapakita na nagkaroon nga talaga ng naturang gentleman's agreement. Gayunman, iginiit ng Pangulo na hindi apektado ang Pilipinas sa naturang kasunduan.
Is there a document that is signed? I'd love to see it. You know, it does not affect the Philippines. And if there is, I have said that before, when this first came up a few months ago, and it turns out that the Chinese are insisting that there's a secret agreement, and perhaps there is. And I said, I don't know anything about the secret agreement. Should there be such a secret agreement, I am now rescinding it. So I've rescinded it, if indeed it exists.
At sa harap ng mga isyu kung saan sangkot ang dating administrasyon, kumusta naman kaya ang relasyon ng Pangulo sa mga Duterte?
It's complicated. It's complicated. But if you ask about the one, of course, that I have the most contact with is Inday Sara, and how we were with each other during the campaign, after the election, it hasn't really changed. Yun na nga, that's what she always says. She said, "Oh, are you all right now? You're in the middle of all of this." And she says, "No, I'll just work. Don't worry about it. I'll just work and work and work and work." That's her attitude.
All right, thank you.
Muli namang nadindigan si Pangulong Marcos Jr. na hindi isusuko ng Pilipinas ang ni-katiting na bahagi ng teritoryo nito sa harap ng mga pag-atake ng China sa West Philippine Sea. At gagawin anya ng gobyerno ang lahat para siguruhin ito. Kabilang na riyan ang pagpapalalim ng relasyon sa ibang bansa. Gaya na lamang ng katatapos na Philippine-US-Japan Trilateral Summit.
It is not directed at anyone or against anyone. It is merely a strengthening or a formalization and institutionalizing, I suppose, the relationship of the United States, Japan, and the Philippines.
Pero sa harap ng pag-atake sa WPS, kailan nga ba magagamit ang Mutual Defense Treaty ng Pilipinas at ng Estados Unidos? Giit ng Pangulo,
if any Filipino serviceman is killed by an attack from any foreign power, then that is time to invoke the Mutual Defense Treaty.
Pinabang ipinunto ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. na walang jurisdiksyon ang International Criminal Court sa bansa sa pag-iimbestiga sa umano'y extrajudicial killing sa pag-arangkada ng drug war ng Duterte administration. Giit ng Pangulo, maaari lamang manghimasok ang ICC sa bansa kung walang umiiral na hudikatura at police force. Bagay na anya'y maliwanag na mayroon ang Pilipinas.
We have a judiciary. The Chief Justice, former Chief Justice, sitting right here. He will explain to you how healthy and robust and how active the judiciary is. The police force, I think, the same thing. So that is the reason. It is not. We are well within. We are well within international law when we take the position of not recognize the jurisdiction of ICC in the Philippines.
At kung mag-issue man ng arrest warrant ang ICC laban kay dating Pangulong Duterte, Giit ni Pangulong Marcos Jr.
We don't recognize the warrant that they will send to us.
So that's a no.
That's a no.
Kanina dumalo ang Pangulo sa ika-50 taong anibersaryo ng Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines o FOCAP. Dito binigyang diin ng punong ehekutibo ang commitment ng pamahalaan sa pagprotekta sa kapakanan at seguridad ng mga mamamahayag.
Along with the stance is our collective goal of protecting the welfare and lives of journalists. This administration remains committed to bringing justice to the members of the press who were slain in the line of their noble duty. Rest assured that this government, through the Presidential Task Force on Media Security, is always on top of ensuring a safe environment for media practitioners in the country.
Kinilala din ni